need about like another 18 months to see how that's going to shake out. She came in a church group, but the church paid for their flights.
Yeah. And orange shirt and a hat.
Great. And you know what? I did have the pillows, and not 100% of the sleep, but a lot of it. But they are a little smaller. Yeah, there's some improvement. So. Oh, I feel better. So yeah, I had a little egg, and I had my oatmeal, and then I had my yogurt with fruit. So it was pretty healthy eating overall. Yeah, and orange juice. But I'm on the road. I'll tell you, it's a good day today. We're expecting, the target is really to be done by noon. I mean, done. And then what? But here's what they do. See, then, and this is how it's analyzed. Everyone goes back, and then all these trucks. The DRV, they call disaster recovery vehicles. Remember, they're the big, and they have all the power stuff and the generate. Everything is in the truck, right? Wheelbarrows, everything. Well, that everything gets unloaded 100%, and then they power walk. You guys have a great day today. What? I remember. So the 4 of them going? Are you staying there? Okay, you get some flight time. Lucky you. That's pretty good. Oh gosh. All right. Well, I love you too, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you, sweetheart. And I'll call you tonight and all that. So. All right. Yeah, say hi to everybody. All right.
I wonder if we're going through the parking lot again.
Oh, I gotta believe they finished with that tree there. I think it was a tree they were moving.
Yeah.
They had to have finished that, of course. There's, like, when you look to your left right now, that's quite an angle to see the extent of the damage on the river.
Oh, yeah.
Trees.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of the effect on trees. That's quite an image there.
Yeah, so is that a river? Of all the rock?
I think it is. I truly do. Yeah, I truly do. Oh, there's a wait, but it could be on the other side there. There's a
road going up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a road.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I remember, we saw that diving board yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when I talked to one, she said, yeah, it's a great river to swim in, So I said, the water's real clean. She said, oh, yeah. Not now, at this moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, yeah, and she said, that's where because I mentioned the diving board, she said, that's where Yeah, that's from North Swimming here. It's all right there. So it's kind of like a natural thing for them.
Yeah. But right now,
this wouldn't be ready to swim in.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be flowing a lot right now.
No, it doesn't look like there's any current though.
So it doesn't absorb not much topsoil, so it doesn't absorb. So, maybe if it doesn't rain for 3 days, back down to normal. It's not like you have stuff dripping out of soil.
Right. I can imagine.
Yeah, what a nice place.
Fitted,
And,
well, if you look, and sometimes there's a lot of photos. You can get a look at what it looked like.
Yeah. Okay, so suppose that 1 year ago I said, yep, I want to stay at the River Inn Resort. What would the rental cost be?
I don't think too bad. They're not that fancy. I'd never want to stay there.
Well,
no, that place doesn't have appeal. We're all different people. Everyone's different. That specific location wouldn't appeal to me. The buildings I like.
I soaked a long time because I think I needed to marinate in clean water to get that out.
I would have soaked up 3 times.
Yeah.
I soaked up a lot because I had my hands.
Nope, they're not waterproof.
Well, yeah, but still, you're right. I had gloves on too, but it didn't mean I couldn't get some moisture on. Just beginning of and I always thought if he still sees her quite a bit, it's like I still feel there could be something there, You see, well, look at this debris. That's a pretty high pile of debris. Stop. And see those things, how they pick up debris?
Yeah, and the guy on the back, you can see.
Big clamps, big clamps.
And look how efficient that is at picking it up.
I'm amazed. Those vehicles are designed for this. Those big, too big black. And they got like big metal walls,
And you can't, I don't expect there are tens of thousands of vehicles like that. Don't want to run into him.
Well, stop your vehicle.
We'd regret that more than he would.
Well, I want to remind that guy not to move his tires,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he turns his tires.
He's talking to that guy and turning his tires. Hello. Hello.
I've often seen cars pull off and go up there for whatever that is.
Yeah.
It just looks like a big open field to me.
Hey, whatever. There's a cemetery in there.
Oh.
It was this and it wasn't big at all. It said it was Kreider or something cemetery. Anyway, just a small cemetery.
I think this was our parking lot detour up here. Now, does that illuminate at night?
Yeah.
No, you know, I never noticed that until sort of point it up. It's up there, 10 o'clock.
You know that's all. You know that flooring is all. You know, they lost flooring in there.
Yeah.
It's not level. It's not level.
Yeah. Well, I thought they maybe did they take off a top layer of flooring because what
No, I'm
we
talking
what
about
we were-
underneath. I'm talking about the foundation.
Oh.
Oh
yeah.
no, you have to go where it's all open at the end.
Yeah.
You look at it, it's like that. No, it broke down the
Yeah.
foundation with the water. So that'll have to be somehow. They'll figure out how to. They got to correct all that first. Whenever they rebuild. But oh, it's sad. Yeah, that they lost their foundation there. Sure. It's another good illustration of the amount of tree damage on the river.
Yep. On this side, and then on the other side of the bluff, trees are good. And there we are.
Perkins Court. Bless you, Perkins. I remember specifically now. So I went. The UAW has a very, very, very good golf course there. You know. So I went there to practice. You know, hit balls because I was staying several miles away. But I went for like I was on the range practicing. So I got everything in the car. You know, my bag and everything. So and then I got my shoes off, put my tennis shoes on, and I took off. So I'm driving. So it's behind me, that old black, and it's coming at me, and I can almost tell it's behind me. So I'm on a road like this. There's no one on the road, and I'm doing 80 miles an hour on a road like this. But it was a smoother road, and it was straight. And there's no cars except maybe I was even got up to 90. I could have been to 90. And it was a weird feeling to be like the only car. But I got away. I mean, I eventually got away from it, but it was real close.
I mean,
it was close.
it's unlike also, you probably outran it. I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, because
90 miles an hour.
But that would, normally I'd be doing like 55.
Right.
I'm serious, so I couldn't believe how fast I was driving. I understood it, I was like, but I needed to get away. But that's, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, I got a receipt in the yard from a business that had been hit by a tornado. That's about the closest. Well, that was stripped of trees in there. Yeah, so all that water was rushing that direction, hitting that building, washing over the camp. And then that ridge is coming in from there. So the water would tend to build up because it's got momentum in that direction.
Yeah.
So it's at a bend in the river.
Yes.
And that's why those trees are all bent over. Yeah, it's not actually, I always thought it was claws, but that was solid, solid jaws.
Yes, it was.
Got 3 claws on each side.
So we're gonna wait for the truck when we get back? Is that how that works?
Truck's ahead of us.
Oh, it is.
And
I thought we got ahead of the truck.
no. So is this the section of road where they used to have that in the center lanes?
I think a lot of dust got on the nose, which isn't uncommon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well just driving down, you can drive down the road.
Yeah.
And it's probably river dust, because the road. So, an older couple, and I can say this because they were definitely older than me, but they had owned there for 15 years. Apparently they have 30 days of ownership. And then, for Memorial Day through Labor Day, they rent it out.
Uh-huh.
So, they're, I guess, one
Summer.
of 9 owners as a timeshare. That's how they do their timeshare. And I said, oh, okay, do you have a specific month? Because otherwise, everybody says, okay, I want September, October, or May, or maybe December. So how do you go out if you've got 9 people in that timeshare? How do you go out and assign times? Because I've got a timeshare, and my timeshare is you get 1 week a year.
Yeah,
And they
you
can't
start.
sell that. Yeah, you give it away.
Is that how it works?
Oh yeah, yeah. I will pay $1,000 to Tahiti Village Consolidated Resorts. Who's the manager? There's our truck. Management bought it that I would have a title, just as if I owned real estate.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go on to Las Vegas real estate records and I look up my name, I am not there. The only owner of that sometimes say, I would like to be there, for my birthday in April. I'd like to start on this date and check out on that date. And then they will, say, okay, you got that. That's your reservation. They don't actually assign you your room until you actually check in. They use, special consideration for assigning your rooms. And sometimes it doesn't work out and people complain about it. But I think legally, Arthur Spector simply is also an owner, and he's an owner of. Now he rents them out for a lot more than I could probably get for it. So he's renting them out for $300 a day or something like that. Sometimes it's $150 a day.
Okay.
But he will demands if you're an owner, which means you individually own that versus you are renting it from the Spectre. So, also, you think about it, well, wait a second, if we have, each unit is rented out for 52 weeks a year, eventually, there's, the last 52 people to rent have no choice whatsoever what week.
Yeah.
The last 104 people to rent have a choice of 2 units, two times. So, I don't know how it's been that I've been able to say, yep, I want to come in April. And I've been able to do that because mathematically it seems like they should all be booked up at once at some time or other. Then additionally, you can't rent for New Year's because New Year's, Arthur Spector, I think that is something where Arthur Spector is making a ton of money.
I'd have to do that time of year.
Yeah, $3,000 for it.
Easily.
But we've never rented out our units, so I'm not exactly sure how that works. I'd be afraid that, they call up from the lobby when I'm, if I rent it out, they're saying they won't let me check in. Okay. Or South Point is.
No, I just know the main hotels.
Okay. All right. Well, go to Mandalay Bay and keep heading south. That's where we are.
Okay.
I don't like to drive in traffic, and Linda likes me driving with her in the car in traffic even less. So if we're going somewhere, we'll usually take the shuttle rather than drive. And then most of our time we spend at South Point because it's not crowded at all. We have plenty of shows, and it's easy to get to.
Okay.
So oddly enough, we go to Las Vegas to avoid the hustle and bustle of Las Vegas.
And what do you go for 2 weeks a year?
No, 1 week. The other one, okay, so
And now,
the arithmetic.
you go the same week every year?
No, we can go different weeks, but by choice, we've been going in April. Because it's nice weather, it's around my birthday, and so we enjoy going there. It's hot enough to get it out into the lazy river, because we go to the lazy river in the pool every day.
Okay.
Most days, I should say.
Sure.
Now, I've been there in October, and
look at all.
I
Look
go-
at down here. Look at this. Look at all the people down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all part of emergency rescue. Huh? They must be concentrating on this little area, maybe.
Yeah.
At least that's their meeting.
Well,
point. Their meeting point,
I always see cars going up this way,
Yeah.
so that might have something to do with that.
Yeah. I always take pause. You know, the last 3 days we've seen those things.
So the other side of that, I don't want to go to Las Vegas and use group, and the other is Interval International. And when we signed up, we joined up with Interval International. Now, if I said, oh, you know what, I don't want to use Interval International to broker this thing, I would like to use RCI. You say, oh, well, you'll have to pay a transfer fee to do that.
Oh, I know.
So you will have to pay an extra $4,000. I mean, the place is always trying to get you, oh, here, why don't you spend $13,000? Oh,
Yeah,
why don't you spend $10,000? How about
It's all individual.
$7,000?
I've just never been comfortable with doing timeshare. I just never have.
Yeah. So now their deal has been, oh, we'll get you into RCI. Because we say, oh, we don't have choices on stuff. Well, if you joined RCI, you will have choices. Well, the thing is, if that's not true, which it isn't, because I've heard other people say, yes, it doesn't work out, but. So what we do is we go to Boyne Mountain, which usually comes up. It's not guaranteed, but we like just being able to drive up to Boyne Mountain. We stay at the main lodge and we use the pool there. Go to Mackinac Island, Petoskey.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Boyne. I can go somewhere else, but that vacation, that 1 week vacation, the lodging will cost me $1,000, no matter how I come. Whereas the other one, it only cost me $700.
Yeah. So.
Like Orlando, there's always something in Orlando. If you want San Diego, you can stay at the St. Louis Resort.
Do you and your wife like the shows in Vegas?
We usually go to a couple, but we've seen many of the shows in Vegas.
Well, if you've been there
I'm
enough, right?
fortunate that I have such a short memory. I don't remember any of them. Oh yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that. So we could go and see every time we go. I just love that show. But no, I've already seen. I know they do the drones and all that. Yeah, that's what's fun. They have a platform that comes up. That is really cool.
I'm feeling tired. Do you feel tired at all?
My back is sore. You know why? Because I was doing that pushing with the scraping. Scraping kills you.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. confirm that. I mean, I believe it. I'm going to see what mine says.
Yesterday. Okay, that's Charlie.